So, what a feisty little 3-3 draw that was between Chelsea and JDT. I'm not going to say their full name because I will butcher it. But, yeah. So, obviously playing 2 games in 2 games, Chelsea were never going to play their main hitters, but there were some players in here who have question marks over their future. So these are the types of games where you need them to step up and take control of the situation. So we will be talking about those players throughout the video. But first, let's just go through the game. Let's break down our lineup and what happened during the game. So our starting lineup was Sharman Low, Subaloy. Sar was supposed to be in there, but I think he pulled out in the warm-up, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. Tosin, Anselmino, Quenda, Nicole Jazuli, Sugo, Gittins, Esteval, Jackson, and DELAP. Very attacking team. Still more than enough to get this job done. So yeah, obviously you got your big players in there where you're expecting them to be the guys. So like Tosin, you know, there's question marks over him. Jackson as well, another big guy in there. DELAP, whose future is in question. We saw Gittins. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is this, like, they should absolutely have done better than what they did. But let's go through it. So for the first goal, Chelsea were doing a high press on them. Obviously, if you're going to do a high press, you kind of need some quick centre-backs. Chelsea didn't have quick centre-backs. Obviously, we had Tosin in the middle of the centre-backs. Yeah, they got through the press. They played the ball through, and Tosin was never going to catch it. And it's a finish by the JDT player. So it's 1-0 down. Not a good start. Yeah. And then DELAP gets a penalty, which he scores. Very good penalty. I think he won the penalty as well, so positive signs. We like that. And then the game was just really, really scrappy. There was one instance where I think maybe Gittins was fouled, and like the player got a yellow card. The free kick was ready to go, and Tosin started trying to get involved with the player, starting to fight him, and then DELAP and Jackson, and it was just like that throughout the game. A lot of unnecessary fighting, so I think it showed a lot of immaturity and unnecessary from some of the Chelsea players who are supposed to be the more senior Chelsea players. It was a strange one. I don't know why they were getting involved so much. I can kind of understand like experience protecting the young players, and I get that, but like, I don't think it was necessary. I think it took the game a certain way where it didn't need to go that way. Yeah, and then just throughout the game, there was just little bits I was just seeing which I just didn't like. Now, Gittins and Quenda as wing-backs were just, I think they lost a lot of their flair and what they needed to do. Like Gittins obviously definitely struggled. Quenda, I think he was the more positive out of the two, but he struggled. Esteval was quiet today as well. He didn't really carry it as much. He didn't really take people on, but he was playing the attacking position role, like the cam, and it just, yeah, this game just felt a bit off. It felt a bit off. I'm not quite sure why we needed to do 2 games in 2 days, especially when our next game is, I believe, on the 15th now. So surely we could have just flown back home and just had like a little, whether it's like an in-house game or do you know what I mean? Just something like that for some of these players. But yeah, the team we were against were very nasty. They made a few tackles which are like, oof, a bit unnecessary for a preseason game, but Chelsea fed into that, and they were trying to get Chelsea rattled, and they absolutely did the business. Yeah, and then I'm trying to remember all the goals. My mind's going completely blank, but I know DELAP got 2 penalties. He missed a 1v1 at halftime from a good ball from Jackson. I thought the keeper originally saved the DELAP shot, but no, somehow he scuffed it and hit it into the ground, and it went wide. And I was just like, wow, okay, yeah, that's no good. Then for one of the JDT goals, for the free kick. Jackson was in the wall. Not Jackson. DELAP was in the wall. He stepped forward a little bit, jumped, but turned his back, and it just like hit off him and went in. And now, like, I know sometimes the natural reaction is just to kind of like turn away from the ball, but like if you're in the wall, just you've got to jump straight. Do you know what I mean? If he's straight, that doesn't go in. So it's annoying, a strange one. But yeah, we saw a little bit of Mudryk. He put the ball into the box for the third goal for Chelsea. I was hoping to see him a little bit longer than what he did, but he did more on that left-hand side than what Gittins did. So yeah, I think that is very much a question that needs to be asked over there as well. Is like, out of Gittins and Mudryk, who'd you keep and maybe who'd you put on loan? The same with the strikers between Jackson and DELAP. Who'd you keep? Who'd you send out on loan? Who'd you sell? So I think you could definitely see with this team, definitely were the fringe players and the youth mixed together. And it just didn't quite go the way shabby I could imagine. But I think he got a lot of answers to his questions in terms of like who he should keep and who should be around the squad and what he should do with the players that are not good enough. I think Yasugo had a good game in midfield. He looked very good. He was the captain today. For the third goal, he must have been fatigued, but like his pass back was a little bit short, and the guy just ran with it and shot into the bottom corner. Slanina got a hand to it, who had a couple of decent saves when he came on at halftime. Looked an all right goalkeeper, to be fair, but yeah, just not enough. So yeah, feisty but interesting 3-3 draw. And obviously, again, it's one of those ones where it's a preseason game, but like, as an experienced player, you're put into this game, so you're expected to be a little bit more, you know, take control of the team, take advantage of an opportunity where you're like, you know what, he's put me in a game like this. Does he not think I'm good enough for that first team? I need to show what I can do. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Feisty game. Very entertaining, but yeah, very feisty. So let me know in the comment sections what you guys think about it. Was it a good game? Does it ask more questions than answer? Or is it kind of cement that some of these players need to go now? Ladies and gentlemen, I am Streety Mate. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.